Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Liz of Chicago Law Luxury Makeup. For today's Sunday morning, get ready with me. We are going to be testing out and playing with the brand new Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk collection. So if you're curious to see what products I use to create this look, keep watching. All right, so let's go ahead and get started for my full face of Charlotte Tilbury. You guys, I am so excited to open up this new Charlotte Tilbury collection. So I didn't bring everything that I picked up. I just brought the new products that I purchased. And I got the new luxury eye palette in Pillow Talk Dreams. So here is the packaging. I did go ahead and swatch it. If you saw my Instagram, I did post that yesterday. Here is the color story. Hopefully I'm not blinding you. It's really pretty. This shimmer, I am absolutely loving that shimmer. I love the formula. It's so nice. Here is the matte. And then the next shade is like the pop color. I probably won't really use it if I'm being honest. Her pop colors are just not, they're too glittery for me. And then we've got a brown matte. So that is what we are working with today. I cannot wait to use it. When I initially saw it, like I said, I was kind of hesitant. I wasn't sure. I just wasn't sure. It might be a little too pink, a little too red for me. But I have heard that I am going to love it. So I'm really excited to try it. And then I also picked up both new Beautifying All Over Glow highlighters. So here are the packaging. And I have Romance Light and Dream Light. Romance Light is very pink. If you like a light pink highlighter, I think that this one will be really, really pretty for you. So I did yesterday on Instagram, I went ahead and swatched all of the shades individually. I would never single out the shades. Here, I would just swirl them all together and use them. So that's what I did today. And then the other one is Dream Light. Dream Light is more golden and a little bit deeper. So there is Dream Light. Definitely deeper. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do a full face of Charlotte Tilbury. I'm going to put one highlighter on each side of my cheek, and we'll see which side looks better, or if they both look good, or, you know, we're just going to play. We're just going to play. Prior to filming today, I did use my Charlotte Tilbury skincare that I have. So I used the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Serum Crystal Elixir. This is very similar to the Chantecaille Radiance Elixir. Let me show you. And honestly, I like the Chantecaille better. I just bought a sample. I didn't buy a sample, but I bought like a travel size. And you know, I'm glad that I did. I'm not certain that I would actually pick this up in the full size. It's not bad. I don't dislike it, but I do think that there are better serums out there. And if you are looking for that serum to kind of give you a little bit of a glow, I would probably get the Chantecaille. I did also use the Cairo Recovery Eye Serum. So I did put this on, and then I used the Magic Eye Rescue. This is her eye cream. And then on my face, I did use the Magic Cream, which you guys can see I'm almost out of the Magic Cream. And I did all of this probably about 30 minutes ago. And the reason I did it is mainly because of the Magic Cream. It's a very, very thick. It's very, very hydrating, very moisturizing. And so that's the consistency. I just really wanted it to sit down before I started putting on my makeup. So I do really like it, and I've been using it mainly at night, but I don't have much left of my sample. I do already have a full size of this, but I wanted to get through my samples first. So I did already put that on. We're going to start with primer. I'm going to use my Brightening Youth Glow. You guys know that I use this one quite a bit, and I really do like it. It is available at Sephora. Today is the last day of the Sephora Spring Savings event. So if you are interested in shopping the sale, today is your last day. All of the new Charlotte Tilbury products are at Sephora. They are on sale. I paid full price. Just saying. Just saying. If you can save yourself some money, I would highly recommend going to get them at Sephora. So I will link all of these new products for Sephora down in my description box, because if you guys can save some money, why wouldn't you? Right? Foundation. I really do like this foundation. This is the Charlotte Beautiful Skin Foundation. And I did the foundation finder tool on her website multiple times, putting in different foundations that I use. Most of the time I got the response that they didn't have my shade. There was like no shade for me. But a few times I did get 6 Cool. So that's what I purchased. It's incredibly too dark. It's just way too dark. So BoxyCharm had Charlotte Tilbury in their BoxyCharm, and it included the Airbrush Flawless Foundation. Knowing that this foundation was just way too dark for me, I went ahead and picked up a lighter shade of this, hoping that we can kind of counterbalance it. So I picked up shade 3 Cool, and we're going to try and mix these two foundations to see if I can come up with my perfect foundation shade. And if we are keeping count, this is now my 3rd open bottle of the Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I think I have 5 Cool and 6 Neutral also. I mean, I don't know. There for a while, Charlotte Tilbury had a special where she was giving this away with every order. And so I made multiple orders to get multiple bottles of foundation. So I'm going to just squeeze 1 pump out. I actually think that the 3 Cool could probably even work for me. But I'm just going to squeeze just a little bit of this. And this is, again, the Beautiful Skin Foundation, which it really is a gorgeous foundation. If only I could find my shade. I did go to Sephora over the weekend. I did try and find my shade. I think I would have to go pretty light. I think I would probably have to do like 3 Cool in the Charlotte Tilbury in order for it to work. I don't know. So I'm going to mix these 2 shades together. We're going to apply it, see if we can get it to work. You know, I just sometimes feel like I shouldn't have to work that hard to find my perfect foundation match. Like, why does it have to be so difficult? But it is. Shade matching yourself with a foundation is nearly impossible. I do not own a Charlotte Tilbury concealer or eye primer. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little bit of the foundation that was on my brush and just kind of go over my eyes, just to put a little bit of the foundation on the eyes. And we'll just use that as a base. For powder, I have the Airbrush Flawless Finish powder, and I have hit pan, you guys. I'm so excited. It is such a good feeling to use your makeup, right? So I'm just picking up a little bit with my La Mer powder brush, and I'm just going to dust this on the face. Because the Airbrush Flawless Finish is such a matte foundation, I don't need a lot of powder, honestly. If you are someone with really oily skin, I highly recommend this foundation. It's really good. It really is. It's one of the best matte foundations I've ever tried. It's really good. If you are someone with dry skin, I don't think you would. Unfortunately, I just don't think it would work. But this new one would work really good. For bronzer, I'm going to be using this Nudegasm palette. I really have been enjoying this palette, and you can also pick this up at Sephora during the sale. I'm just going to take my brush. This is the Chikuhodo F01, and I'm going into the darker of the 2 shades, and it's almost like a contour, so that's kind of where I'm placing it right now. I'm actually using it more of a contour than I am as a bronzer. I have a Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, but it's, I didn't bring it. So we're just gonna make do with what I brought. And for blush, we're just gonna use something really, really simple, really easy. And this is the Pillow Talk Cheek to Chic blush palette. So I'm just gonna take my Chikuhodo KZ number 4, and we're just gonna pick up a little bit. I don't wanna add a lot of blush. I want the focal point of my cheeks to be these new highlighters. I'm just adding a real small amount of blush. Much more tamer than I normally do. You guys know I love a bright blush. So there is Pillow Talk, which I thought was fitting because this is the new Pillow Talk collection. So let's go ahead and use these new highlighters. So again, you have Dream Light, which I will add on one cheek, and Romance Light, which we will add to the other cheek. And we will see which one looks. A Sonia G Designer Pro, and I'm gonna go into Dream Light, and we're gonna put Dream Light on my left side of my cheek. There's definitely a glow, that's for sure. That is one thing Charlotte Tilbury does well, and that is just the glow. I mean, it's just so pretty. So for a Romance Light, I'm gonna go in with a Chikuhodo KZ number 5, which is the highlight brush. Look at that pick up. Wow. I took it down way too far, so we're gonna buff that out in just a second. For buffing, I have this Sonia G Smooth Buffer. Romance Light is definitely more of a highlight on me, and then Dream Light is so much deeper. It's almost like an illuminating blush on me. They are bright. I went in extremely heavy-handed on both sides. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead, I'm just gonna wipe off this Smooth Buffer, and I'm gonna go in and buff this down. It was really bright. And I'm gonna take my foundation brush and just kind of wipe away some of this. All right, so we have Dream Light and Romance Light. I like them both. They are so different. I think I could get away with both of them. I mean, really, this Dream Light is so much deeper and so much darker than I was expecting. I could easily use this as a blush. So I do think that both sides are really pretty. I don't know if I could tell you which side I like the best. Now let's move into this eyeshadow. I'm going to start in this matte shade, the lightest of the two mattes. And I did get quite a bit of pickup, so I'm going to tap my brush off because it was pretty pigmented. And I'm just going to take that into my crease. So we are in Kansas City, which is why my backdrop looks weird. Or not weird, but it's a different backdrop because I am not at home. There are noises that I'm not used to, such as dogs barking from the neighbors, which in turn is making my dog very, very unhappy. So he's growling, he's barking. All right, so there is this lightest of like the pink kind of matte shades. It's right there, and I did that in the crease. I'm gonna take a Sonia G Mini Booster, and I'm gonna go into the darker of the mattes. And this is kind of like a brown, burgundy kind of shade. And I'm just taking that in the outer corner, and I'm gonna blend. And I'm actually gonna take that blending brush that I used in the crease to blend it out quicker. The fluffier and the bigger the brush is, it's just quicker to blend, but you're not going to get precise placement of the shadow if that's what you're looking for, but I'm not really looking for that. So I'm using the smaller brush to put it onto the outer corner But to actually buff it out and blend it, that bigger brush works really good. I think that's pretty. And when I unboxed this, or when I did my haul video, I mentioned that I thought it would look really pretty in conjunction with the original Pillow Talk, and I do still think that after seeing it on my eyes, I do really think that it would look really pretty with the original. Kind of mix those two palettes together. I'm going to take a Sonia G, this is the Builder brush. I'm going to go into the shimmer right here. And we're just going to place that on the lower half of the eye. I'm not even going to use that pop shade. I know that I don't like them. They're just not for me. And this shimmer is actually a lot darker than I was expecting. So she usually has this shade listed as prime. Let me see if she does. She still does. It's still listed as a prime shade. I don't know that I would put that all over my lid. I feel like I want just a little bit more definition on my outer corner, so I'm going to take just a little bit more of that dark brown matte. And I want like a light highlight for underneath my brow bone, so I'm going to go back in a second with that highlight palette, Romance Light, and use that. There's no reason you can't use the highlight palette on your eyes too. So here is Romance Light, and I'm just going to go into that white shade. And I already have some of that shimmer, so we're just going to take that underneath the brow bone. I really think that made a huge difference. That was really pretty. I think I'll take that in the inner corner as well. To really lighten up the eye. To do that, I'm going to use the BK Beauty 207. It's weird. I'm sitting right next to the window, so I have natural light coming in, and I hear like these muscle cars outside. So I'm going to keep staring at the window. All right, so I'm taking this into the inner corner. I think that really, really made the eyes pop. Eyeliner, I have two different Charlotte Tilbury eyeliners that I brought. I have the classic, which is a brown, and I think that's probably what I'll go in and just kind of like tight line. I also brought a black. I don't think the black would look very good. So we're going to use the brown. That's what it looks like swatched. And then I have a sample here of the Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes. So I'm going to go line my eyes, put some mascara on, and then we'll be back to finish up this look with lips. I did only tight line my eyes. I did not go in and line my eyes. I think that that just is like perfect. And I'm pleasantly surprised with this quad. Happy that I picked it up. Now for lips, I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat, and this is in shade Iconic Nude. And it really is a perfect brown nude. And I love the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheats. Really, really do. They are definitely my top 5, probably my top 3 lip liners. They are just so good. And the lipstick that I have is a Kissing formula, which is more of a satin formula. And the shade I have is Penelope Pink. It is a very nude shade as well. I just think with the eyes being as dark as they are, I think a more nude lip would look good. All right, so that completes our full face of Charlotte Tilbury using her brand new Pillow Talk collection. I would love to hear what you guys think. I am loving it. Loving it. I cannot wait to keep playing with it. and seeing different ways to use these highlighters. So again, I have a Dream Light on my left and Romance Light on my right. Do you guys notice a difference? Which one do you like better? Are you guys going to pick these up during the Sephora sale? Again, today is the last day, so if you're going to get it today so you guys can get that savings. I will link everything down below, and if they have it at Sephora, I will link it at Sephora so you guys can save some money. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Apologize for the lighting. My mirror, I use a Ricky Loves Ricky mirror, and the lighting, the battery is dying. But I really do appreciate you guys watching. If you have not already subscribed, I encourage you to subscribe and join our beauty community. I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy, and I will see you guys in my next video.